Hey, it's Joe. This next question is from Trina George from Atlanta, Georgia. Trina says, my question is about the paperwork. I'm confused as to what paper is between the seller and buyer using the for rent method. I know that the lease option memo is between me and the seller, and the lease option or the lease agreement is between the seller and the new buyer, but I don't know about the purchase agreement and the option to purchase. Who are those people before? Who are those papers between? Here's how we set it up. Well, first, we have the lease option memo. That's a one-page document that is between you, the investor, and the seller. What it does is it gives you a principal position in the contract. It allows you to buy that property on a lease option and assign your right to buy to a new buyer. It even states that on the agreement. Once you have that control, then you go out and you find a buyer. And let's say that seller wants $150,000 for his property, for example. You're going to go out there and you're going to put it on the market on Craigslist, assign in the yard $160,000 or $155,000, and you're going to try to get a lease option fee. Let's say you put it on for $155,000, and the new buyer comes in. They ask you how much you need for a down payment. You say $5,000. They give you $5,000, which applies to their $155,000 purchase price. Now they still owe $150,000 to the original seller. You're going to have signed two documents. One is the resident documents, which I created, and basically that's a lease and an option. It's a lease on the purchase. You know, it's usually a 3-year lease, and you can change this for different reasons, but usually it's a 3-year lease, plus there's an option to buy at a specific price within a specific period of time. And that is signed between the seller and the new buyer. You don't sign the addendum or the resident documents. What you're going to sign is an addendum to the resident documents. And what that addendum is an assignment form. The assignment is assigning your right to buy to the new buyer. So the only thing that you're signing is the lease option memo to give you control, and then the assignment form to assign your control to the new buyer. Then the new buyer and the new seller are going to sign a separate document between themselves so that you're out of the deal. You're no longer in that contract. Now, if you need these contracts, all of my programs have these contracts in them, even in my book on Amazon, Automated Real Estate Investing. If you get that book, you can find there's a link where you can opt in, and it'll send you a copy of those documents. Or you can get it in my mentor program, or the push button auto marketer, or the push button method. You know, any of my programs have these documents because we use them on almost every deal that we do. So get one of those programs, even if it only costs you $3 to get the book on Amazon, it's worth it. So you have the documents and you can take a look at them. But if you already, but Trina, I think you've already got my program. So all you have to do is download it. If you've got the auto marketer, just download it from the contracts page from the auto marketer and read through it. Make sure you understand how it works, because you need to be able to define that for the person who you're working with as the seller and the buyer. All right, hope that helps.